Hello and welcome to Higher Ground Gaming. This is Eric. Today we're going to do another game from the 1977 Red Sox replay. As you can see, I'm already got the summary page of this out because when I went to go play the games for the day, I thought I had already played them and set to manual the Red Sox game, but unfortunately I hadn't. And so I didn't get a chance to play this one game here. Red Sox did hang on to win in the bottom of the ninth, so I wish I could have played it 8-7. But I did go to shut down Strat-o-matic baseball before it saved, but unfortunately, I guess it automatically saves as soon as it plays it. But anyway, so I didn't get a chance to play this one game, but no big deal. It's just one game of the season. Not a big deal. But thankfully they did end up winning. So this is a game, but I figured I would go through the box score and at least do a video on it so that I have, if you're watching the season replay, you'll get this for this game right here. Not sure exactly. It's a third game in the series. With Seattle, I believe it's May 8th, a Sunday game. But that's okay. I'll go over the standings after I finish this, where the Red Sox are now, currently. But anyway, so I'm just going to go over the box score. So Bill Lee went 6 2/3 innings, 9 hits, 7 runs, all of them earned, so he did not have a good day. 1 walk, 4 strikeouts, and allowed 1 home run. Tom House gets the win. He's been pitching great lately. 2 1/3 innings, allowing just 2 hits and getting the win. As the Red Sox had a walk-off in the bottom of the ninth, so hopefully it saved the play-by-play and I can go over that, but it doesn't look like it did. There's it. Actually, I got enough of I got the line scores anyway, the score sheet, so that'll be good enough, I think, to show you that. But anyway, so for the California Angels. So not the Mariners. I think I might have said the Mariners. They played the Angels and were able to win the. I think this might be a sweep then. I don't know. I can't remember what happened yesterday. I'm playing so many games right now. It's hard to remember. But if you're following the series, I'm sure you know what it is. And I can check probably after this go through the box score. But anyway, looks like Ross started. Glenn Ross, I think it is, maybe, for the Halos. Or the California Angels. He went 5 innings, allowing 8 hits, 4 runs, all of them earned, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, and 3 home runs by the Red Sox. Paul Hartzell went 2 2/3 innings, allowing 4 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned. Didn't walk anybody, struck out 3. Don Kirkwood takes the loss, also has a blown save. Went 1 inning, pitched at bottom of the ninth there. Allowed, well, got 2 outs in the bottom of the ninth anyway. Allowing 3 hits, 1 run, it was earned, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, and then I guess Dick Drago came in. And, is that Dick Drago? Yep, I think it is. I'm also playing 1970s. I remember Dick Drago being with the Red Sox. That can't be Dick Drago, is it? It might be. I don't know. I can't remember. Anyway, looks like he walked a batter. It must have been with the bases loaded. And that allowed the winning run to come home. So I'm guessing that must have been it. For the Red Sox, let's see if we can figure out who hit the home runs. So Bobby Bonds hit it for the Angels. Yastrzemski hit his 5th for the Red Sox. Fisk his 3rd, and Evans his 8th. So yeah, I think Carlton Fisk is probably going to be player of the game. He was 3 for 5, including that home run with 2 runs scored, 3 runs batted in. Evans who also homered, was 2 for 3 with a run scored and 2 runs batted in. And Yastrzemski was 2 for 4, 2 runs scored, and an RBI. Well, that home run, obviously. For the Angels, looks like Bobby Grich was 3 for 3 with 2 runs scored and an RBI. Bobby Bonds was 1 for 2 with that home run and a run scored and 3 runs batted in. So let's see here if we can figure out what went on in that 9th inning. See if I can follow this here. I have trouble following these. Yeah, I'm not that good at doing the score sheet here. I can get a general idea of what went on, but I'm not the greatest at following these two. So let's see if I can figure it out here. Actually, I can figure it out right here. Carlton Fisk hit one of the fence and 3 RBI. The siding one was scored in the bottom of the 9th. After an out was recorded, Jim Rice laced the base hit. Yastrzemski stepped to the plate and drew a walk. So that means first and second with 1 down. McMillan struck out, unable to help the rally. Fisk followed next and lined a single to load the bases. And Dwight Evans came up to bat and drew a walk. Okay, giving Boston the win. So a walk-off walk. So let's see if I can look at Evans there and figure it out here. So there you go. There's the RBI, and it gets the walk. Yeah, I'm not the greatest at reading these score sheets here. But anyway, Tom House got the win, and Kirkwood got the loss. So Boston remained hot, improving their record to 17-8. They now have a record of 8-2. With this loss, California's record of 5-5. So yeah, so I'll take a look and see. So that is the box score. The box score there. So let's close it out. And I'll see if I can figure out. I won't. So let's see. So that was the 8th, yep. And the day before, the Reds, they lost the second game. That's right, 12-8. And then the first game they won against Ryan, 3-1. Okay, so they took the series. They won the series at least. So let's take a look at the. I want to do a couple of things in this video since it's such a short video. I'm going to go through the statistics, the league stats for the standings. So with that win, the Red Sox are tied with the Orioles at the percentage points behind them. Orioles 16-7, Red Sox 17-8. So 696 for Baltimore and 680 for the Red Sox. But I'm going to take this opportunity to go through some of the stats up to this point, a little over a month into the season. Cleveland's 2.5 games, as is the Yankees. Yankees percentage points behind Cleveland. Milwaukee's 7.5 behind. Detroit 8, and then Toronto 10. Minnesota's 18-10, half game ahead of the Kansas City Royals, 17-10. White Sox are a game behind them, 16-10. Texas 12-11, 3.5 out, as is California 3.5 out. Seattle's way back there at 10.5 out. It's just kind of interesting. And Oakland's in last place. Well, technically Seattle's in last place, even though they have a better percentage, because they're 9, 12, so 10.5. Yeah, it'd be 10.5. And that's 10, 10, 20. Yeah, so it's kind of weird how that works, but it does make sense when you look at Minnesota's record. So, anyway, that rounds it up there. So let's take a look at some other stats here while we got this going. So let's look at some of the league leaders up to this point. So Rod Carew leads batting average 438. No surprise there. Munson 407 and Rico Cardi 405. Red Sox Dwight Evans is up to 383. Carlton Fisk 379. So pretty well. Jerry Remy leads in at bats with 220. So no Red Sox up there high. So runs scored, Bobby Grich, who just played with the Angels, and Rod Carew are both tied at 27. Bobby Bonds for the Angels, and George Brett and Hal McRae, all with 25. And Carlton Fisk follows right behind that with 24 runs scored. Jim Rice with 23. Hits, Carew leads with 49. Munson 48. Kind of makes sense because they'll lead the leaders in average. Mitchell Page with 40, down with 41. So kind of a big gap there. Evans 36 hits for the Red Sox there. Okay. Doubles, McRae and Page both with 11. Cecil Cooper from Milwaukee 10. Evans and Yastrzemski tie with 8 doubles, lead it for the Red Sox. Triples, Rice should be on this page, I would think. Yep. Bill Stein, Seattle with 5, leads the league. Jerry Remy and Mitchell Page both with 4. And then Jim Rice has 3, tied with a bunch of other guys. Home runs, Jim Rice second with 9, behind Wayne Gross of the Oakland Athletics. He's tied with Don Money, Joe Rudy, Eric Soderholm. Evans close behind with 8 home runs on the season. RBIs, McRae leads the league with 30. Bobby Bonds with 29, as does Mitchell Page. Evans with 25. Jim Rice with 25 for the Red Sox. And Yastrzemski down at 23. That's good for Yastrzemski. He was off to a slow start, but has since picked it up in the last few weeks. Let's see here. Carlton Fisk walks. Ken Singleton leads the league with 21. Rod Carew and Steve Braun have 19. Carlton Fisk with 18 for the Red Sox. So intentional walks, Nettles and Bostock with 5. And a whole bunch of guys tied at 4. Carlton Fisk, the Red Sox leader, with 3. Strikeouts. Rupert Jones, Seattle, 31. Butch Hobson, no surprise there, with 29, the second in the league. Hit by a pitch, John Baylor, that's no surprise there, leads the league with 6. And a bunch of guys tied with 3. No Red Sox guys on that. And let's see here. Sacrifice hits. Robin Yount and Freddie Patek lead the league. Jerry Remy on that list also with 5, as Bump Willis. Stolen bases. Bobby Bonds leads the league with 16. Rod Carew with 13, as is Bill North with 13 also. Jerry Remy right up there with 12 stolen bases. No Red Sox on that. Stolen base percentage, Yount, Heisel, Wilfong, and Rupert Jones all with 1,000. Have not been thrown out yet. Ground into double plays, Otto Velez and Bruce Bochy at 6, as I think Earl Williams with Oakland and Steve Braun all tied at 6. Hitting streak, Tom Thurman Munson currently with a 24-game hitting streak leads the league. We'll have to keep an eye on that one. Buddy Bell had a 22 streak earlier on. Alan Bannister 16, and Mickey Rivers currently has a 15 game hitting streak. Kuiper currently has a 14 game. Al Bumry, Baltimore 13 game. Cecil Cooper, Milwaukee a 13 game. So a lot of streaks to keep up with. No Red Sox on here. Pinch hit average. Bernie Carbo for the Red Sox leads the league with a 750 pinch hit average. Pat Kelly with 667. And Thomas with a 600 pinch hit average. Okay. Slugging percentage, Dwight Evans leads the league. 745 slugging percentage. Jim Rice right behind him with a 712. Joe Rudy 676 and Don Money 670. Mitchell Page and with a 655 and Wayne Gross with a 653. All right, so on base percentage, Rod Carew 515 leads the league. Ken Singleton 506. Rico Cardi 477, as is Colin Fisk, 477. Dwight Evans right behind him with 468 on base percentage. OPS, Dwight Evans with a 1.213. Rod Carew with a 1.140. And Jim Rice with a 1.122. So some Red Sox high up in the OPS. Runs created. Rod Carew leads the league 15.6. Dwight Evans 14.9. Ken Singleton 12.7. Jim Rice 12.0. And Fisk with 11.1. Total bases, Jim Rice leads the league with a 74. Joe Rudy right behind him at 73. McRae with 72. Evans 70. And batting average is lefty. Rod Carew with 600. Mickey Stanley with Detroit with 471. George Scott for the Red Sox 429 versus lefties. Home runs versus lefties. Floor with 5. Ellis with 5. Evans with 3. Batting average versus righties. Rivers 468. Munson 444. Both for the Yankees. Dwight Evans 418 versus righties. Batting average. And Fisk 418 also. Home runs versus righties. Jim Rice leads the league with 8. Don Money and Joe Rudy both with 7. I'm not going to go X percentage here, so those are range check percentages. Errors. Craig Reynolds leads the league with 11. Bannister with 9. Hobson on the list with 7. Opponent steals. Bill Stinson from Seattle, the easiest to run at 44, far and above Fred Kendall for the next, and Charlie Moore, and Thurman Munson, and Jim Messian, and Borgman from Minnesota, all with 17. So Stinson far worse in allowing steals. Wow, by more than double. That's saying something. Fisk's not on that list. That's a good list you don't want to be on. Opponent stolen base percentage, Milt May 481. Where's Stinson here? Stinson isn't really even on the list here. So he must have had a lot of people running against him, because not to even make... Oh, he's probably a real high percentage, that's why. I guess. I don't know. Oh, these are the best. Okay, that makes sense. These are the best, so Stinson obviously wouldn't be on those. Fisk's not in that, so Fisk's somewhere in the middle of the pack, I guess. All right, now we'll go to the pitching. Jim Palmer and Paul Splitchoff and Dennis Leonard each have 5 wins. Losses. Steve Hargan for Toronto. Thomas for Seattle with 5. And Dave Rozema and a whole bunch of others with 4. Winning percent, that's not that important yet. ERA, Leonard from Kansas City leads with a 1.36. Figueroa with a 1.59. Ross Glimsey, Baltimore with a 1.91. A lot of Baltimore pitching on here. No surprise there. No Red Sox pitchers on there. Innings pitched, Nolan Ryan, 62 point in 3rd innings. Ly 1160 in 2/3 innings. No Red Sox on those either. Total batters faced, Nolan Ryan, 260. Games pitched, Laxton, Seattle with 16. Stanley should be up here somewhere. No, he's not. Started, okay, complete games, Rozema and Jefferson, Tanana and Leonard, all with 4. Games finished, Bill Campbell has 7 for the Red Sox, but Laren LeGros and Tim Johnson, or Ted Johnson, 10. Saves, Bill Campbell leads the league for the Red Sox with 6. Johnson with 5, and Jim Kern and Sparky Lyle with 4. Save percentage, too early to tell that one yet. Shutouts, Jim Colburn with 2. Bunch of guys with 1. Hits allowed, you don't want to be on this one. Ken Brett for the White Sox, 62. Steve Tone, 60. No Red Sox on that. Runs allowed, Steve Stone, Vern Rule, and Dave Goltz. Earned runs, Steve Stone, of course, run rule. Yep, okay. Home runs allowed. Pete Redfern from Minnesota, 9. Fergie Jenkins for the Red Sox with 8 home runs allowed. Not a good list to be on. Nolan Ryan, no surprise here, far and above the leader in walks with 55, more than double the amount of the next guy, Burt Blyleven, with 26. Wow. So I think he's a walk leader. He's probably a strikeout. Yep. So Nolan Ryan, no surprise there, the walk leader and the strikeout leader. So 13. So 73 total strikeouts, 13 above the next guy, Frank Tanana, with 60. And so 73 walks on the season and 73 strikeouts on the season and 55 walks. Wow. What was I looking for? Oh, innings pitched. That's got to be somewhere in here. Hits per 9. Yeah. Hits per 9. Nolan Ryan, the league leader, with 4.19. So chances are with Nolan Ryan, it's either going to be a walk or a strikeout. He gave up 1 hit every 2 innings. So very stingy with that. Ks per 9 inning, 10.54. Walks per 9 innings. He's not among the... Oh, that's the stingiest. Okay. Home runs per 9 inning, 0 for a bunch of these guys. So Louis Tiant with a 0.25, pretty good. Where's the innings pitched? Maybe there's no innings pitched on here? You would think there got to be innings pitched. No, there isn't an innings pitched in here. Oh, wait, here we go. It's got to be up here. Yeah, here we go. Innings pitched. Yeah, Nolan Ryan, 60. So in 62 innings pitched, he's allowed 55 walks and 73 strikeouts. That's typical Nolan Ryan, at least earlier on in his career. Probably most of his career. Anyway. All right, so there is that. So those are your league leaders. See if there's anything else exciting here I can show you. These are just team totals. Red Sox lead the league with 302 average. The Yankees 296, Cleveland 293, Minnesota 291. Baltimore pretty close, 285. The worst is Toronto and Seattle, 261 and 252. League average is 278. Okay. ERA, let's check that out. The Orioles lead the league with a 3.32 earned run average. No surprise there. Kansas City second with 3.41. Texas third. That's a little surprising, 3.94. Red Sox not respectably fifth, 4.30. That's their record, 17 and 8. The worst pitching, Oakland. No surprise there, 6.03. And Toronto and Seattle, pretty close, 5.73 and 5.80. 5.73 and 5.80. League average, 4.75. Okay. So that's interesting to look at. This is probably not as interesting. On base percentage. This is not really sorted, it's just alphabetical. You can look at that if you like. Fielding. If you want to look at that, go for it. Manager profiles. Yeah, Red Sox have only tried to steal with them 3 times. Caught stealing twice. Now you can see why. 3 sacrifices. Board game breakdowns. Okay. Injury report. We don't. Alright, this is the actual injuries, I think. Okay. Yeah, we don't look at that. Look at that. So there's all kinds. That's one thing good about Strat-o-matic. It does have all kinds of. Let's look at the awards winning so far. This is kind of interesting. MVP, Rod Carew, first. Dwight Evans is fifth. Joe Rudy, Bobby Bonds, Thurman Munson. Cy Young Award, Dennis Leonard, 129 votes. Palmer second, 87. And then Frank Tanana, Ed Figueroa, and Rudy May. All-star selection. Let's see if there's any Red Sox on this one. There should be a couple, I would think. No first-team ones. Fisk second, behind Munson. Dwight Evans second for right field, behind Bobby Bonds. Reggie Cleveland, interesting. Second behind Jim Colbert. That's just pitching now. That the managers pick the pitchers, but in this game, I guess the AI does. No Jim Rice on here. Yes, he has Rice right here, behind Joe Rudy. Pretty close voting there. Gold Gloves by position. Butch Hobson. No, I was kidding. Yeah, okay. Yastrzemski on there for the outfield, for left field. Pretty good at his age. Silver Slugger Awards by position. Fisk, runner-up, behind Munson again. Fisk doesn't like that. Evans second behind Bonds there. Hey, Jim Rice in left field. Silver Slugger there. There you go. Rolaids Relief Awards. Bill Campbell leads the league with 16 votes. Jim Kern, 12. Hamilton, Johnson, and Martinez. Manager of the Year. Don Zimmer, Red Sox, second. Behind Gene Mock from Minnesota. Earl Weaver, third. Baltimore, Bob Lemon. So, again, this is early on, so just thought it'd be kind of fun to look at. Record book, so we get some longest games here. See if the Red Sox were involved in any of these. Yep, 12-inning game right here for the Red Sox. Boston against Milwaukee. And 11-inning game here, Boston against Oakland. Most runs, one team. Yep. Red Sox had 14 in a game against Seattle. Yep. Most hits against Seattle, the same game, 14-5. They had 19 hits. Anyway, yeah, kind of fun to look at. RBI 6 in a game. Butch Hobson had 5. Surprisingly. Rusty Staub had 6 against the Red Sox. 4 at bats. Yeah, so lots of stats to look at. Batter game score. And outs recorded. Nolan Ryan, 33 outs. So that means he went 11 innings against the White Sox. And then these are just all reports. Every report, all in one thing. So yeah, so lots of good stats there. Well, all right. So that's going to be it for, I think, this video. So the Red Sox take the series against the Angels, and I think they'll be facing, I think it's Oakland they play next. Could be wrong on that one, but I think I saw that they were playing Oakland next, I think. Which could be a good thing because Oakland's struggling. Or it might not be a good thing because that means they're due, but we'll see. So that's it. So this is game number 25 against the California Angels. The Red Sox win, I think it was 8-7. So again, sorry I missed recording it. That was me. I guess I thought I had set it to manual when I did the rest of the games, but I didn't. And so it played out the Red Sox. I know there's a way you can set the team to all manual for the whole season, so you don't have to worry about that, but I didn't, so I just do them individually each day. And this is the first one I missed, so not bad. 1 out of 25 I missed, so that's all right. one game close to the end of the season. So anyway, so stay tuned for the next series, I think against Oakland. And actually, I can just check right here. Yeah, so it's Reggie Cleveland against Vita Blue. So it's going to be a... Might have been a rain out there. Yep, so it looks like it's just a 2-game series. Looks like Tuesday's game might have got rained out, because it's kind of weird to have an off day in the middle of a 2-game series. So yeah, so it must have been a... So it'll be a short 2-game series against Oakland, and then we'll be going to a day off on Thursday, and we'll be going to a... Looks like a 3-game series with Seattle. Yep, so West Coast swing for the Red Sox. Alright, so thank you for joining me for another game from the 1977 replay, even though it was just a box score. We'll see you in the next series. If you enjoyed the video, give us a like. Hit that subscribe button so you know, and the notification bell so you know when we upload new content, and help us get to 1,000 subscribers. So take care, God bless, and we'll see you in the next game. Bye for now.